Announcer bot is active. The qualification session is at Aldo Scribant in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. The wind speed is 6 km/h from the north-northeast. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan in Crowthorne Corner is second. Tommy Glad from South Africa is third. Jeffrey Eliru from South Africa is P2 with 25 kilos. Jeffrey Eliru is up 6.79 in Sunset Bend. Jeffrey Eliru improved his P1 with a 1:00.223. Danny Van Ruyen is provisional pole with a 0:59.771. Peter Geldenhuis is 7th. Peter Geldenhuis improved his second with a 1:00.128. .357 off pole. Justin Vermeulen is 10th. Justin Vermeulen improved his P9 with a 1:01.581. 1.810 off pole. Jaco Lambert is P11. Jaco Lambert improved his 8th with a 1:00.714. .943 off pole. Jaco Lambert is up 0.04 in Barbecue Bend. Johan van de Venter from South Africa in the kink is P14 with 25 kilos. Justin Vermeulen from South Africa in start finish is P12. Justin Vermeulen improved his P12 with a 1:01.172. 1.401 off pole. Jaco Lambert is P9. Jaco Lambert is up 0.13 in Leeuwkop Bend. Jaco Lambert improved his 9th with a 1:00.592. .821 off pole. Jaco Lambert is up 0.01 in Crowthorne Corner. JP Jansen from Italy is 11th with 25 kilos. JP JP Jansen improved his 9th with a 1:00.588. .817 off pole. JP Jansen is up 0.06 in Barbecue Bend. Jaco Lambert from South Africa in start-finish is 12. Jaco Lambert improved his 9th with a 1:00.418. .647 off pole, 5 minutes remaining in the session. JP Jansen in Leeuwkop Bend is P11 up 0.25. JP Jansen improved his P7 with a 1:00.318. .547 off pole. Christian van den Berg is 12th up 0.39 with 25 kilos. Christian van den Berg improved his P4 with a 1:00.129. .358 off pole. Janine Glad from South Africa in the kink is 17th with 25 kilos. Jeffrey Eliru in Clubhouse Bend is P6 up 0.14. Christian van den Berg in Sunset Bend is 4th up 0.14. Christian van den Berg improved his 2nd with a 0:59.994. .223 off pole. Janine Glad from South Africa is 16th. Janine Glad improved his 16th with a 1:01.072. 1.301 off pole. Ernest Heather from South Africa is 11th with 25 kilos. Dewald Lambert is 3rd up 0.23. Janine Glad in the Essies is 16th up 0.18. Janine Glad improved his P16 with a 1:01.071. 1.300 off pole. Janine Glad is up 0.01 in Barbecue Bend. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is 1st with 25 kilos. Danny van Rooyen is provisional pole with a 0:59.610. Johan van de Venter is P14. Jaco Lambert in the Essies is 8th up 0.21. Jaco Lambert improved his P5 with a 1:00.134.524 off pole. DeWald Lambert is P3 up 0.17. Janine Glad in Clubhouse Bend is 16th up 0.14. Luciano Benini from South Africa in Crowthorne Corner is P8 with 25 kilos. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Ernest Heather in Clubhouse Bend is 10th up 0.15. Justin Vermeulen in the Essies is 15th up 0.14. Justin Vermeulen improved his 15th with a 1:00.880. 1.270 off pole. Justin Vermeulen is up 0.12 in Crowthorne Corner. Leon van Linden from South Africa in Jikski Sweep is P17 up 0.74. Leon van Linden is up 2.68 in Leeuwkop Bend. Leon van Linden improved his 17th with a 1:02.461. 2.851 off pole. The race session is at Aldo Scribent in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. The wind speed is 6 km/h from the north-northeast. Race start. Christian van den Berg is second with 25 kilos. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is fourth. Mike Mkier from South Africa in Sunset Bend is P5. Jeffrey Eliru from South Africa in the Essies is P7 with 25 kilos. Mike Mkier ahead is on P2P. Jaco Lambert ahead is on P2P. Jeffrey Eliru is on P2P. Luciano Benini entering the pits is P15. Peter Grobler from Australia on lap 2 is P8, 0.2 behind Jeffrey Eliru. Luciano Benini exiting pits. Peter Grobler passed Jeffrey Eliru for 7th. Mike Mkier ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler is on P2P. Jeffrey Eliru behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert ahead is on P2P. JP Jansen behind is on P2P. Jeffrey Eliru from South Africa in Barbecue Bend is P8, 8P2P left, 0.5 behind Peter Grobler. Tommy Glad from South Africa in Crowthorne Corner is 18th, 0.2 behind Luciano Benini. Mike Mkier is 5th, 8P2P left, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Mike Mkier is on P2P. Dewald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Jaco Lambert behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert from South Africa in Crowthorne Corner is P6, 0.3 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler in Sunset Bend on lap 4 is 7th, 10P2P left, 0.2 ahead of Jeffrey Eliru. Jeffrey Eliru in the Essies on lap 4 is P8, 7P2P left, 0.2 behind Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. Jeffrey Eliru is on P2P. Tommy Leary Moss behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert ahead is on P2P. Mike Mkier in Jikski Sweep is P5, 6P2P left, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Grobler in Clubhouse Bend is 7th, 9P2P left, 0.2 ahead of Jeffrey Eliru. Gear ahead is on P2P. Jeffrey Eliru is PA. Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. Jeffrey Eliru is on P2P. Jaco Lambert ahead is on P2P. Tommy Leary Moss behind is on P2P. Tommy Glad is P17. Tommy Glad is on P2P. Johan van de Venter from South Africa is 17th with 25 kilos, 0.1 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad was 1.5 faster last lap. Mike Gear in Leo Cop Bend is P55 P2P left, 0.5 ahead of Jaco Lambert. DeWald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Mike Gear is on P2P. Peter Geldenhuis ahead is on P2P. Jaco Lambert behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert is P6. Peter Grobler in Sunset Bend is 7 P2P left, 0.3 behind Jaco Lambert. Jeffrey Eliru in the Essies is 8th 4 P2P left, 0.4 behind Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler ahead is on P2P. Jeffrey Eliru is on P2P. Jaco Lambert ahead is on P2P. Tommy Leary Moss behind is on P2P. Mike Gear from South Africa is 5th 3 P2P left, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Grobler in Sunset Bend on lap 8 is 7th 6 P2P left, 0.2 behind Jaco Lambert. Mike Gear in Leo Cop Bend is P5, 0.4 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Peter Geldenhuis ahead is on P2P. Peter Grobler behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert from South Africa in Crowthorne Corner is 6th 1 P2P left, 0.3 behind Mike Gear. Peter Grobler in Sunset Bend is 7th 5 P2P left, 0.4 behind Jaco Lambert. Mike Gear in the Essies is 5th, 0.4 ahead of Jaco Lambert. Mike Gear is on P2P. Peter Geldenhuis ahead is on P2P. Jaco Lambert behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert from South Africa in Crowthorne Corner is P6 0 P2P left, 0.3 behind Mike Gear. Peter Grobler is 7th, 0.5 behind Jaco Lambert. Janine Glad from South Africa in Clubhouse Bend is P12 with 25 kilos, 0.4 behind Justin Vermeulen. Janine Glad was 0.8 faster last lap. Justin Vermeulen ahead is on P2P. Janine Glad is on P2P. Jaco Lambert is P6. Peter Grobler in Barbecue Bend is 7.4 P2P left, 0.1 behind Jaco Lambert. Janine Glad is 12.3 P2P left, 0.4 behind Justin Vermeulen. Justin Vermeulen ahead is on P2P. Mike Gear in the kink is P5 0 P2P left, 0.4 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Jaco Lambert in Crowthorne Corner is P6, 0.3 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Geldenhuis ahead is on P2P. The leader has just finished the race. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands finished first. Christian van den Berg finished P2. De Wald Lambert finished third. Peter Geldenhuis finished fourth. Mike Gear finished P5. Jeffrey Leroux finished P8. Jaco Lambert finished P6. Peter Grobler finished P7. Tommy Leary Moss finished 9th. JP Jansen finished P10. Justin Vermeulen finished 11th. Janine Glad finished P12. Janine Glad finished 12th. Dylan Conway finished P13. Ernest Heather finished P14. Luciano Galani finished P16. Johan van de Venter finished 17th. Johan van de Venter finished P17. Leon van Linden finished P18. Announcer bot is active. The race session is at Aldo Scribant in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. The wind speed is 8 km/h from the north-northeast. Race start. Jeffrey Eliru from South Africa is second with 25 kilos. Jaco Lambert from South Africa is third. Mike Mkeer from South Africa in Sunset Bend is fourth. Christian van den Berg in the Essies is P5 with 25 kilos. Mike Mkeer ahead is on P2P. Christian van den Berg is on P2P. Danny van Rooyen behind is on P2P. Dewald Lambert behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert ahead is on P2P. Christian van den Berg lost 6th to Danny van Rooyen. Christian van den Berg lost P7 to Ernest Heather. JP Jansen from Italy in Sunset Bend is P9 with 25 kilos, 0.4 behind Christian van den Berg. Luciano Benini from South Africa is 10th with 25 kilos, 0.3 behind JP Jansen. Christian van den Berg ahead is on P2P. Luciano Benini is on P2P. Peter Geldenhuis behind is on P2P. JP Jansen ahead is on P2P. Luciano Benini passed JP Jansen for 9th. JP Jansen in Barbecue Bend is 10th, 9 P2P left, 0.2 behind Luciano Benini. Justin Vermeulen from South Africa on lap 3 is 15th, 0.3 behind Johan van de Venter. Jaco Lambert is P3, 7 P2P left, 0.3 ahead of Mike Mkeer. Jaco Lambert is on P2P. Jeffrey Eliru ahead is on P2P. Danny van Rooyen behind is on P2P. Mike Mkeer is 4th, 7 P2P left, 0.3 behind Jaco Lambert. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands in Sunset Bend is 5th with 25 kilos, 0.2 behind Mike Mkeer. Danny van Rooyen is on P2P. Dewald Lambert from Bhutan is 6th, 0.1 behind Danny van Rooyen. Mike Mcgear ahead is on P2P. Dewald Lambert is on P2P. Christian van den Berg is 8th with 25 kilos 6 P2P left, 0.1 behind Ernest Heather. JP Jansen from Italy in Ski sweep is 11th 7 P2P left, 0.3 behind Luciano Benini. Janine Glad from South Africa in Clubhouse Bend is 13th with 25 kilos, 0.3 behind Tommy Glad. Justin Vermeulen is 15th 7 P2P left, 0.6 behind Johan van de Venter. Johan van de Venter ahead is on P2P. Justin Vermeulen is on P2P. Tommy Leary Moss behind is on P2P. Tommy Leary Moss in Crowthorne Corner is 16th, 0.1 behind Justin Vermeulen. Danny van Ruyen in the Essies is 4th 5 P2P left, 0.4 behind Jaco Lambert. Mike Mcgear behind is on P2P. Jeffrey Leroux ahead is on P2P. Danny van Ruyen is on P2P. Jaco Lambert ahead is on P2P. Dewald Lambert behind is on P2P. Jaco Lambert is P4 3 P2P left, 0.2 behind Danny van Ruyen. Dewald Lambert is P6. Best lap is a 1:00.384. 0.661 off the fastest lap. Luciano Benini in Clubhouse Bend is 10th 6 P2P left, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Janine Glad in Leeuwkop Bend is P13 with 25 kilos 5 P2P left, 0.2 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad ahead is on P2P. JP Jansen ahead is on P2P. Janine Glad is on P2P. Jeffrey Leroux is 3rd 2 P2P left, 0.4 behind Danny van Ruyen. Luciano Benini in Sunset Bend on lap 8 is 10th 5 P2P left, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Tommy Glad from South Africa in the Essies is P12, 0.3 behind JP Jansen. Tommy Glad is on P2P. JP Jansen ahead is on P2P. Janine Glad behind is on P2P. JP Jansen is P12 4 P2P left battling Tommy Glad. Janine Glad in Ski sweep is 13th with 25 kilos 3 P2P left, 0.1 behind JP Jansen. Mike Mcgear in Leeuwkop Bend is P63 P2 left, 0.4 behind De Wald Lambert. De Wald Lambert ahead is on P2P. Mike Mcgear is on P2P. Luciano Benini is P10 3 P2 left, 0.3 behind Peter Geldenhuis. JP Jansen in Crowthorne Corner on lap 10 is 12 3 P2 left battling Tommy Glad. JP Jansen passed Tommy Glad for 11th. Tommy Leary Moss entering the pits is P16. Tommy Glad in Sunset Bend is 12 3 P2 left, 0.4 ahead of Janine Glad. Janine Glad in the Essies on lap 10 is 13th 2 P2 left, 0.1 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad ahead is on P2P. Janine Glad is on P2P. JP Jansen ahead is on P2P. Jaco Lambert is P4. Best lap is a 1:00.143. 0.432 off the fastest lap. Luciano Benini is P10 2 P2 left, 0.2 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Tommy Glad in Clubhouse Bend is P12 2 P2 left, 0.2 behind JP Jansen. Janine Glad is P13 1 P2 left, 0.1 behind Tommy Glad. Tommy Glad ahead is on P2P. Janine Glad is on P2P. JP Jansen ahead is on P2P. Danny Van Ruyen in Sunset Bend on lap 12 is second 0 P2 left, 0.3 behind Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler is on P2P. The leader has just finished the race. Peter Grobler from Australia finished P1. Danny Van Ruyen finished P2. Jaco Lambert finished 3rd. Jeffrey Leroux finished P4. Mike Mcgear finished P5. Christian van den Berg finished 7th. De Wald Lambert finished P6. Ernest Heather finished P8. Luciano Benini finished 9th. Peter Geldenhuis finished 10th. JP Jansen finished 11th. Tommy Glad finished P12. Janine Glad finished 13th. Janine Glad finished 13th. Johan van de Venter finished P14. Justin Vermeulen finished P15. Conway finished P17. Leon van Linden finished 16th.